hand over and a massive box. Jamaicans is almost gone.
Sorry, I did not mean to show that part of the race. Let's fast forward to the end.
Also look at China, but the Chinese are trying to hunt them down. The US with Jenna Prandini are finishing strongly, but France from lane 9 will win the...
Why haven't we had this conversation yet, ladies and gentlemen? Up until now, we have been overly focused with the 100 meters and 4x100. We have yet to talk about the 4x200, and the last international event took place in 2021, featuring from left to right of each leg here. Back in 2019, we had Kyra Jefferson, Shania Collins, Gabby Thomas, and Jenna Prandini. But due to politics, the United States sat this one out in 2021. So we will have to take a field trip back to 2019. Here is our chance to discuss possibilities with what we are seeing right now, right here on the track. Let me present to you my lineup based on what has taken place this year up until now, and most importantly, let me know what you guys think. My first leg would be Gabby Thomas, second leg Abby Steiner, third leg Jenna Prandini, and fourth leg is Tamari Davis. Let us go over why by starting with the first leg being Gabby Thomas. On April 28th, 2023, Gabby Thomas clocked a season's best of 22.21 seconds to win the 200 meters at the Texas Invitational. And on the following day, April 29th, 2023, she ran 49.68 seconds in the 400 meters. Her time in the 200 meters made her the second fastest female athlete in the world for the year. And in the 400 meters, she's also the second fastest athlete, coming right behind our own athlete, Britton Wilson. Clearly, Thomas is fast, and her ability to get out of the blocks quick enough is why I would put her in at the first leg. A Harvard alum, last track season she was on the injury list and missed a majority of the races, but this year she is looking phenomenal, and I think will make top 8 at Worlds. And it is fair to mention that Thomas has participated in the 4x200 along with Prandini back in the 2019 World Athletics Relay in Japan. Notable alternatives for this leg that I can think of in place of Thomas would be Sha'Carri Richardson and Kayla White, as both are quick off the start. Both these two individuals ran in the Botswana Golden Grand Prix on April 29, 2023. Richardson finished with a time of 22:54, and Kayla White finished with a stronger time of 22:38. Now switching into the second leg, I will have to go with Abby Steiner. For whatever reason, track and field relays deserve to be in its own special scientific category, and Steiner is an athlete who seems to shine on the second leg of an event. In the 2023 Texas Relays, she was able to catch up to the pack while still catching the baton late into the series. She has the third fastest time in the world this year with a 22:23, along with breaking the indoor 300 meter record that took place at the Melrose Games. So I do not think we should bother passing up this second leg opportunity. Other notable runners on this leg would include Talitha Diggs, who shares similar attributes as Steiner. Diggs finished strong at the Florida Relays that took place on April 1st, 2023, with a time of 22:61 in the 200 meters and ran a sub-11 in the 100 meters. And at the LSU Invitational on April 29th, 2023, she finished with a time of 51:51, coming in a strong third place. Diggs is one of those stars to keep an eye on. And for the third leg, I have to go with Jenna Prandini. There are some folks that you have to put in because the exchange flows well, even if on average, they have a 1/10 of a second fluctuation. A flawless baton exchange makes up tremendously from that deviation of time. And like Gabby Thomas, Prandini also comes with experience in the 4x200 from back in 2019. Also, with the handoff coming directly from Abby Steiner, you know it's going to be perfect. Again, what's interesting about the 4x200, if you fail to pay attention to the handoff, it hurts, and it doesn't matter how fast your athletes are. Here, I would put Prandini because the chemistry is great, experience is available, and the speed is above adequate, which gives this specific leg a 10 out of 10 in my book. Indoor season was mostly training and practice for Prandini, but outdoors, she has performed very well in the 4x100 and even exceeded my expectations in the 4x400 by running a sub 53 split time, with the last one taking place at the Texas Relays back on April 1st, 2023. Alternatives for this leg, which are pretty good in my book, are Brittany Brown, Britton Wilson of Arkansas, or Jenna Thomas. And the last leg is always the hardest, where you need a strong finisher. Well, Tamari Davis comes to mind. She is having a really scary beast mode type of year. A third of her top 10 performances has already occurred, and we are just halfway into the season. She blew the competition out of the park on April 22nd, 2023 at the LSU Alumni Competition with a time of 10:89, finishing second to Aaliyah Hobbs. And on April 8th, 2023, Davis ran a 22:31 at the Miramar Invitational, coming in second to Abby Steiner. And she is just 20 years old with a really bright future. And most likely, she will finish top 8 in either the 100 or 200 at Worlds. So at this time, she has many options. Now, like the 4x100, the 4x200 is not as forgiving if the baton exchange is not handled appropriately.
Gabby Thomas, they come to the final handover now. They need to be cleaner, but the Jamaicans are all over the place again. And the French look at them on the outside. Also look at China.
Though the distance covered is longer, one cannot neglect baton practice, else the team could be easily beaten by...
Well, the Jamaicans ran really nicely. It was just the problem of getting the baton so that they could run. They were some of the sloppiest changes I think I have ever witnessed.
I'll let you guys finish the blank there. The next major 4x200 relay will take place in the spring of next year, where the United States came in third place back in 2019 and was beaten by France and China. Let me know what you think about this lineup for a US 4x200 team. If you have a much better lineup, I definitely would like to know. Feel free to leave it in the comment section. Have a great day. Oh, wait, there is one more thing before I go. Obviously, in this 2019 4x200 relay, the US team came in third place. I assume your handoff was not great, as well as the camera was really focused on Jamaica breaking the 4x200 record. The 4x200 requires not only a smooth handoff, but also endurance when it comes down to the exchange. I think the Jamaicans could have easily won this race and also broken the world record that year by not running too fast, causing them to lose control at the exchange. And this event is typically not common within the track and field world, so practice is very limited. Also, shout out to Shania Collins and Kyra Jefferson in this race. They both ran in a few meets already. Jefferson ran in the Miramar Invitational. She also participated in the Botswana Invite and the Texas Relays this year. And Collins ran in the Hurricane Invitational this year as well on March 18th. What is more important to you guys listening as seeing that China and France won this race back in 2019? Do the fastest athletes need to be in this relay? Or would you put in your high endurance runners to level off the speed? Emphasis more on the baton exchange perhaps, or speed, or a balance of both? Finally, have a great day.